I mean, this guy's like frolicking around his various resorts. I mean, just look at him. I mean, he looks like an absolute total psycho, like you need a 5150 hold. I mean, he's posting memes of himself with like money in front of him. And we saw him last week with Gavin Newsom, that bizarre kind of lean forward with those brown high heels. Very strange. Well, now what he's talking about is that this is all false, what he's saying. He's made this up in his mind. I just want you to think about if President Biden or Obama or Clinton or George W. Bush or any former president made up in their minds that the military was doing things that the military wasn't doing. Do you think it would be a front page headline? This is what Donald Trump posted. The United States military just entered the great state of California and under emergency powers turned on the water flowing abundantly from the Pacific Northwest and beyond. The days of putting a fake environmental argument over the people are over. Enjoy the water, California. He's just made this up. This is 100% false. So you're like, is any aspect of this true? No. It's been raining in California earlier in the week. So he's taking credit for the rain as he turned on the faucet and then it rained and he gave rain by sending the military in to a state. I mean, he's just making this stuff up. And as we've said before, there's no aqueduct coming from the Pacific Northwest into California. There's no such faucet that exists. There's no system for channeling the water. None of it exists. Southern California receives water from the Colorado River via the LA River Canal and mountain snowpacks, which are non-existent right now until recently. No rain for 8 months. All reservoirs were at capacity, although it's finally rained, and you can see some of the snow on the mountains here. But what do the Trump followers say? They fall for this WMD, weapon of mass distraction, right away. These are Trump followers. Definitely opened that faucet with a photo of like an AI Jesus on his shoulders. This one went viral. Trump wasn't messing around with that executive order to bring water to Los Angeles. And it's a video of the rain. It was raining pretty hard in California earlier in the week. Trump says release the water and now it's raining. Gallons and gallons of wonderful water. Oh, how I love our prez. Cloud seeding works. I live in Los Angeles. Trump was here yesterday and rain started to fall. LOL. I mean, Trump is really blessed. No more fire just like that. Thank God. Hashtag MAGA. Rain in California after Trump's visit. Trump authorized rain for Southern California. Trump came and the LA wildfires were put out by rain. Not a coincidence. He brought on a great flood, so let it be written, so shall it be done. The first week has been amazing to watch. And by the way, folks, I think it was like over 60% of Americans have under a 5th grade education right now, as MAGA Republicans have gutted the education. And as Donald Trump said, he loves the poorly educated. He says that's his favorite group of people. By the way, the California Department of Water had to respond immediately and say the military did not enter California. The federal government restarted federal water pumps after they were offline for maintenance for 3 days. State water supplies in Southern California remain plentiful. The Fox military correspondent even had to go reach out to the military to say, hey, were troops sent into California? Because the commander-in-chief is saying troops were sent into the state. Jennifer Griffin, by the way, she does a good job reporting, one of the very few Fox reporters that do. She goes, U.S. defense officials tell me they did not send troops to, quote, turn on the water in California, despite Trump's claims overnight. And what's Trump been doing, though, over the past 24 hours, in addition to playing golf and serving MAGA Republicans food that has his name on it? The food literally says Trump when the MAGA Republican Congress members eat it. He's reposting other MAGAs saying things like this. People are already talking about changing the 22nd Amendment so he can serve a third term. If this pace and success keeps up for 4 years, and there's no reason it won't, most Americans really won't want him to leave. In other words, dictatorship. That's what they are talking about. Dictatorship. And by the way, remember Donald Trump's promise that he would be a dictator on day one? So while Donald Trump is out there having imaginary military invasions in the state of California while corporate media is normalizing this, well, the Trump Office of Management and Budget, before the OMB director was even sworn in, the author of Project 2025, before that even happened, Trump's Office of Management and Budget ordered a freeze on all federal funding for all grant programs, period. Medicaid, CHIP, SNAP, Head Start can be impacting basically any program, as Nikki McCain-Ramirez says, funded through any pass-through grants to states for administration and distribution is in a gray area that the funding will be stopped. All government aid, period. That was a portion that has to legally go to the places. In other words, Donald Trump is saying that he has unilateral dictatorial impoundment power to stop funding where legislation required the funding to go to these various programs. So if you're in a red state and you were depending on this, you may starve to death right now. If you were relying on certain medical care in certain states and that aid's cut off, that will seriously impact you. What else happened this morning? By the way, hat tip to, I'm being sarcastic here, to Sean O'Brien, that Teamsters president who took that thumbs up photo over and over again with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, because Trump just gutted the National Labor Relations Board. He fired their general counsel and he fired their first female black board member, Gwen Wilcox. That's the individual who he fired, the black female on the National Labor Relations Board, to effectively bring it to a stalemate, to a total halt. They won't be able to have a quorum, and the National Labor Relations Board effectively dead. Exactly what I said was going to happen. But as you look at Donald Trump's mental condition right now, and if he's posting about imaginary troops that he's sending into states to turn off faucets and taking credit for the rain, I think it's important that we ask ourselves, who's behind these policies? Trump is a psycho who is the WMD, the weapon of mass destruction. Look at me, I'm golfing, I'm serving burgers with my name Trump on it. Look how crazy I am, right? That's what Trump's out there basically saying. While that's happening, Project 2025 being implemented right before our eyes by the oligarchs, gutting the National Labor Relations Board. If you're a worker and you were screwed, guess what? Tough luck right now, because the NLRB is effectively done with, because there's no quorum at this point and their general counsel's gone. This is what we said. Look, Trump's oligarchs, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, were arguing to gut the NLRB in federal court in the Fifth Circuit weeks ago. So of course Trump was going to do that. And they've been arguing that over the course, actually over the past several years, they've been arguing that. So of course that was going to happen. And while all of this is going on, while Donald Trump is posting photos of himself with, money and frolicking around Mar-a-Lago, what is going on as well on the Trump propaganda networks? I kid you not. They are eating tacos and they are mocking migrants who are being rounded up and shackled. And they're saying, well, let me just enjoy my taco. Pretty good here. Watch this.
What are you going to do? Will you come take it out of my ham? I'm going to eat half this plate during the break. Maybe I'll call the ICE hotline. I don't know if I'll have enough time. But sure, all kidding aside, it was actually really good taco. These people broke the law. They broke the law to get here.
Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. We need unapologetic, pro-democracy, fearless voices today in the media. That's what we're going to give you. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. Thank you for watching.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.